I'm live. I'm live. Let's see. Hey, Miss Emma, on the road. I missed your last one, and I usually, if I miss them, it's hard to catch noons. So I know when I decided to do this noon live, I know it's hard to catch them because you're busy or catching your lunch or something. So I know, and I missed your last one. I was busy and didn't catch it. And usually I try to go back and watch later, and I haven't gotten to do that. So I apologize, but I'll get there. Sometimes it's hard to catch up. Sometimes you want to watch all your friends and people that support you, and then you just get so busy, especially this time of year. It's easier to watch in the winter time, I think. But then you don't have as much video to show or as much to talk about. So I got some things to talk about today. I'm gonna wait till a few get in here. Right now I've only got two. So we'll talk about that in a minute. I've got a few pictures I'm going to show and a few things to talk about. Hey, Ramblin' Rose. Hello. I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good. Been busy this morning. And so one thing I was going to say, I know Emma's on the road. Miss Emma's on the road, so she probably can't do this. But as you come in, tell me what you're up to today and what you had for lunch. Or if you've had lunch yet. I went ahead and had my lunch a little early. I usually don't have lunch till 12, but especially if I'm working. But I did today. On Thursdays, I'm having my lunch ahead so that I can get on here. Hey, Glenn, tell us what you're up to today, what you're working on, and what you had for lunch if you've had lunch yet. I'm going to show my lunch in a minute. And a lot of times, a lot of people, like where I work at, a lot of people eat lunch at like 11 o'clock. And I'm assuming that's people that don't eat breakfast. But I usually don't have breakfast or don't have much for breakfast. Now, I have coffee. I'll have 2 or 3 cups of coffee, and that tides me over if I don't have breakfast. But I still don't eat till 12. I'm a 12 o'clock person. Hey, Shelly. Been in the garden today. That's awesome. I went out and watered some things. We had a little rain yesterday, but I've got some stuff in containers that still needed a little. And then I've got a few things that I started late that's in the greenhouse. It's getting too hot in there. Got to get them big enough to get them out. No lunch. Got to film some later. Yep. So I've been working on a few projects this morning, several projects this morning, and did go out and water some of the container things. And afternoon, I don't wake up for breakfast, but never liked eating breakfast either. Yeah, I'm just not big on breakfast unless occasionally me and Lee on the weekends will fix breakfast here. Otherwise, I just go with my coffee because my coffee's pretty loaded anyway. and then on the 2 days I go to work and work in an office is Tuesday and Wednesday. And lo and behold, they got to bring in donuts. And I was trying to resist. Somebody brought in donuts Tuesday, and then somebody brought in donuts Wednesday. And I was trying so hard to be good and resist. And then they got talking about them. Oh, these are Red's donuts. These are so good. And blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, crap. Okay, I got to have one. Both days, yes, both mornings, I had a donut. Anyway, let's see. Hey, there's Dave, Southern Ohio Prepping. Bins Over Acres, Julie at Heaven's Essentials. Shelly said, I still have so much to plant. I'm very late planting because of rain. Yeah, I have a lot in pots. Yeah, we had a lot of rain and got some things out late. And a few things that we tried to get out early didn't make it and we had to replant. So, and we do that every year. I don't know why we do, but we do. We just try it out and, give it a chance. And then it never works out for us. Farm and HVAC, hello. There's James. Hey, James, old school with modern twist. I bet he's busy today. When you come in, tell me what you're up to today. What you working on? Gardening? Working in the house? What are you working on today? And let's see. Shelley said, I'm not a breakfast eater. I love breakfast food for dinner, though. Oh, we do, too. We do that a lot, too. Because we have chickens. The washing machine's on. Sorry, y'all. I hope the washing machine's not drowning me out. We have chickens and we get so many eggs. I have started trying to sell some, and I sell a few at work. That's about it. I think I must say I sell enough to cover chicken food. We get the, what's it called? The layer pellets, layer crumbles. We used to get pellets. I quit getting pellets. We get the layer crumbles, and I think I sell enough eggs to cover feed, maybe a little more, but not a lot. But I'm only selling at work. I sell probably 4 dozen a week. So it helps with feed. And then we have so many eggs that we eat breakfast for supper a lot, dinner. Drink my coffee for breakfast. Yeah, my coffee's pretty loaded, so so that does me over. It's hard to resist donuts. And I was trying to resist, but they start talking about them, and this Red's Donuts here is just awesome. They make them fresh every morning. They're wonderful. And so when they start talking about it, I was like, yep. Just tell yourself it was a special occasion so you won't guilt yourself on the donuts, then jump back on good eating. Yep, that's what I usually do. And the only other time, I mean, if I'm at home, I can eat good. I'm fixing to show y'all my lunch. If I'm at home, I can do pretty good. But if I go to work and they have something, and my boss is sometimes if we're working on a big project, my boss will have pizza ordered for lunch so that nobody has to go out and leave for lunch. And I don't really, and I'm not big on pizza, but it's still just the smell and everybody's eating pizza. And I usually go ahead and eat a couple of pieces, and I'm not big on pizza. I should be able to resist pizza. But the worst, tell me if you're the same way. The worst is popcorn. I cannot resist popcorn. If I smell popcorn, I'm eating it up. Lots of it. And my mom loves some popcorn. Cleaning the cabin and getting ready for the Meetup in Kentucky in June. Okay. You will have to tell me what Meetup in Kentucky in June. We're having the Heartland Homesteaders picnic is in September at Grand Rivers, Kentucky. So let me know which one you're talking about. I hope to be able to cover the feed once I get chickens. Still got to build a coop, though. Yeah, and it's really not that hard to cover the feed as long as you can get a few people. If you can get a few people. Like I've got 2 people that get 2 dozen each. And I give away a few too, because I give my oldest daughter, I give her some, and people, I have asked for egg cartons. So some of the people that bring me egg cartons, I give them a dozen every once in a while, or I give them a discount. So, so I don't make a whole lot, and I'm selling mine cheap too. I'm just selling them cheap to not have so many. I've got them put away too. I need to eat some of them that we've put away. We've done the water glass, whatever it's called, water glass. I've got some in that, in the lime. And I've got some in the freezer. I haven't done them like dehydrated or anything like that. I don't think I would like that. Haven't tried it, but I just don't think I'd like it. Bushcraft Meetup. Okay, I did see that. I think you talked about that on your channel. I do remember that. I need to check that out. I would like to, I would be more interested in that. That's not something I really watch a lot or get into a lot, but I would like to. Glazed donuts or a good cinnamon roll, and I buckle. Taking the teardrop. Oh, I love that thing. If y'all haven't seen James at Old School with the Modern Twist, he's got a good channel over there, and he made his own teardrop camper, and it's awesome. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta see if this is important. Nope. And it won't stop. It won't let me stop it. Sorry. It says unknown, so I'm not even gonna answer. Hey, Rhonda. There's Rhonda from Mid-South Homestead. Love popcorn too. Yeah, popcorn's hard to resist because of that smell. Maybe introduce them to things that are good for you. Get those girls hooked on healthy. Introduce them to things that are good for you. Get those girls. Oh, at work. You're talking about at work. Yeah, well, they all want to be on diets too, but then they'll, well, no. One of them is a skinny mini, has had a baby, and is still a skinny mini. She can afford to eat donuts. The rest of us can't. Oh, man. If it is homemade or smells like homemade popcorn, yes, not the movie butter, that would be my hubby. I have huge stacks of egg cartons just waiting for the chickens to fill them. Oh, hi, Keith. There's Keith Winslet coming in. Did I say hi to you, Carol? If I didn't, I'm sorry. I read your comment, but I don't know if I said hi. Keith, I hope you're feeling good and doing good. Keith has just had some heart problems and had heart surgery. And I think he's bouncing back pretty good, I believe. We are talking about, now we were just talking about eggs. I got so many eggs and I start selling some, but I wanted to know what everybody's doing today. What are you working on today? And we're going to talk about lunch too. I had a good healthy lunch today. Doing good. I'm going to show some of my lunch. I didn't do good the last 2 days at work. I had donuts. They brought in, two different people brought in donuts, Tuesday and Wednesday, and yes, I ate one. Other than that, I did good, but I did eat donuts. So for lunch today, because I have to sit with my mom tonight, I have to go over there about 4 o'clock and sit with my mom. So I went ahead and cooked good for my lunch so that I could take some over there and eat with her too. So I'm going to show you what I got. Look there. That is a chicken that I put in the little roasting pan. I love that pan, by the way. That is the best pan in the world. I love that thing. It is a enameled cast iron. And when Buddy and Lippy moved here, Lippy had one. And she cooks in it a lot. If you watch Lippy cook, you see that she has a red one that she cooks in a lot. And I said, oh, I've got to have one of those. Well, that heifer bought me one. And I love it so much, but it was a big one. And usually it's just me and Lee. So I bought me a smaller one. And this is my smaller one. I use it more often, and I'll use the bigger one for get-togethers and family things. But that is a chicken that I put some of her clucking good on it and some butter in it. And I'm going to tell y'all, it tasted better than a rotisserie chicken. I like rotisserie chicken. This was better than a rotisserie chicken. Oh, my goodness. So, and I like the dark meat. So I ate the wings and legs, and I saved the rest of it. I'm going to take tonight and have with my mom, and probably leave Lee a chicken breast here for his supper. And so let's see if I can back out of this and show you the rest of it. So I'm going to feed my mama good tonight, y'all. And I ate good for lunch. And the other is this cauliflower salad. I usually put broccoli in it, but I didn't have broccoli. So it's just cauliflower. And a lot of times I'll put broccoli in it, and it'll have onions, diced onions. And you could do celery if you wanted. I didn't. I didn't have any. And I put the powdered ranch seasoning all over it, and then mayo and crumbled up bacon. I fried like 3 pieces of bacon and crumbled that up in it. And it's actually better after it sits. So, because that bacon really starts getting the flavor in there. And it's actually better after it sits a while. So by the time me and my mom have that tonight, it will be awesome. And so that's what I have for lunch. And one more picture. Let's do one more. I'll show you my plate. There you go. I had a chicken wing and a leg and some of the broccoli or cauliflower salad. That was my lunch. So I did good today. I didn't have breakfast. I just had my coffee for breakfast. And so anyway, I did good today. Let's see. Let me catch up on some chat over here. I am having a hard time pulling weeds in my garden because they are almost all medicinal. Yeah. That's what I've been working on this morning is some stuff. I've got a stress tea blend that I'm making up, and it's got I dehydrated some of my lemon balm. I went and got some stinging nettle and dehydrated that. I went ahead and put a little bit of dried, I dehydrated some of the wild lettuce. I just put a little bit of that in there because it makes me sleepy, and I want this to be more of a stress reliever than make me too sleepy. But so I grew and dried those things, but then I also found that I had some chamomile that I had bought. So I dumped that in there too. So anyway, it'll be a good stress relieving tea. So I've been working on that this morning. And then I also been working on the jewelweed. I've made a jewelweed salve this morning I've been working on. Okay, I'm backing up here. There is a spring bushcraft meetup in Fletcher County, Kentucky at Fish Pond Lake. There is a fall meet in October as well. I will check that out, James. That sounds awesome. I think that, didn't you go to that not last year, but the year before? I think you went to that too. And I had asked about it, and they probably didn't have it last year, but they had it maybe 2 years ago and you went. Looks delicious. Saw that steak you cooked, Lee. Hope you worked him in the garden all day. Yeah, he works all the time. He's got so many projects going. He works all the time. And bless his heart, he'll get 10 projects going and not finish one, though. So he's busy working all the time, but nothing gets done. I think that's a man thing. I don't know about you, Keith, but I'm thinking that's a man thing. Looks a good looking lunch. Going to have leftovers of chicken spaghetti. Hey, Lippy. Lippy's in here now. We've been talking about you. We've been talking about you. I made my lunch today. I made I baked a chicken in the enameled cast iron pot, and I put Clucking Good on there. And I'm going to take it to my mom. I'm going to take some to my mom. I cooked a whole chicken because I'm going to take some to my mom. I have to sit with her. I have to go over there at 4 o'clock and sit with her. And so I made our supper too. So I ate some for lunch, and then I'm going to take it for our supper over there. And I put Clucking Good on. It's so good. It was better. I like rotisserie chicken. This was better than a rotisserie chicken, y'all. I ain't kidding. And I got to tell something too while I'm talking about Lippy and my mama. I'm always telling my mama stories. I'm always telling my mama about, Kathy at Living Miracle and things she does and says. And I tell her about Lippy all the time about things she does and says, and several different other ones. And so when I go over there and she's doing good that day, she'll ask me, well, how's Kathy doing? And she says, she don't ask me how Lippy does. She says, well, how's your friend that has bad luck all the time doing? It cracks me up every time. I'm like, well, she's still having bad luck. I don't know. Oh, babe. And so also I was talking about Lippy. I was talking about my tea I was making up. I was making up the kind of a stress relieving tea, and I ended up throwing in some stinging nettle, just a little bit of not stinging nettle. It's got stinging nettle in it. I ended up throwing in just a little bit of the wild lettuce, and I had a jar of chamomile that I had bought. I didn't grow it. I bought it. I'm trying to grow some this year, but it's not looking real good. But I threw a little bit of that in there. Now, Lippy has been working on tea. Where did that go? Been packing tea. Lippy has been packing tea, and she's going to sell some on her Etsy with her spice blends. And she's got a Miss Lippy's Trinity tea blend. Excuse me. Trinity tea blend is a breakfast blend, and it's got I think the English black tea maybe, and hibiscus and calendula. And she said that's a good breakfast blend. And then she's going to have, and this is awesome. I can't wait for this one. Excuse me, y'all. She's got a rejuvenating tea that can be hot or cold. I'm gonna have to take a drink. Sorry, y'all. Oh, that's got her rejuvenating tea is mango, peach, and English black tea, and it is low calf. So that's going to be a good one, and it can be hot or cold, she said. And she's going to have these up in her Etsy store next week. So keep an eye out for that. I need a drink of some of that tea to help my cough. Well, I've got good my girl moonshine. And if that don't clear your throat, nothing will. So y'all watch for Miss Lippy's tea blend. She's going to be selling those on her Etsy store. Someday I might sell my stress blend, but I just don't have time to make enough of it to sell right now. I'm making it for myself and a lady at work, a friend at work. She grows lemon verbena, and she gave me some of that, and we got to talking about it. And I said, you can do this, and so I made her some too. I made her some, and I'm gonna take to her. But it should help with stress. We'll see. I haven't really tried it yet. I just know that all of those things help with stress, and the wild lettuce helps me sleep. So we'll see. I'll let y'all know how it works. So anyway, that's all I've got on that. I'm going to go back up here and read some. Yes, I was there. You learn a lot at a meetup, a lot of old school camping and cooking. Yeah, I would like to try to come to that, James. That sounds so interesting. The bushcraft information. I know there's a lot of videos out there on bushcrafting and all, and Lee could do that. Lee is all about some of that, but we just don't, I don't know. That's not what we get into. He would be great at that though. Just saying. Got mail on the way. Oh, got to put Lee on the all-natural ADD hubby herbs, and if it works, you will be making a killing selling it. Yeah. That's the truth. He starts 10 projects. That's what we were talking about then. He will start 10 projects and never finish one. It drives me nuts. and it be important stuff, some of it. And I'm like, you really got to get this here finished. Well, you wanted me to work on this. Well, I do, but I want you to finish this first. I know I told you 2 or 3 other things to do, but that's because I wanted you to finish this one first and then do that one. Anyway. Oh, me. Let's see. Let me get down here. Hey, Big Dreams. I hope I said hi to everybody. If I didn't, I'm sorry. Mud Tramp. Hey there. All right. Sounds like good blends. Yeah, I can't wait to try her rejuvenating one with the mango and peach. That sounds so good. In between food garments, I'm rushing. Oh, changing clothes. She puts on stuff for her to get to work. Running in, putting painter's garments on for working on the guest bathroom. I took some CBD gummies, not the THC. Guess they help with sleep because I did not want to get up. Now I take CBD oil, but I forget to take it a lot, so I'm not regular with it. And I didn't. The first time I bought the CBD oil, the lady told me to take it when I had a panic attack because I was having, what do you call them? I was having panic attacks. They're called something else. But anyway, she told me when I felt one coming on to take a couple squirts of it. And if it didn't relieve it right away, take a couple more squirts of it. So that's what I was doing at first. And then somebody told me you need to take it regular. And so I did that for a while. But since I've not had any problems for a while, I've kind of quit taking it. So I know that's not good because then it could start back up again. So does your wild lettuce have prickles up and down the stalk there? Yes. Yes. And if it don't, it needs to have at least have hairs up and down the back of the leaf and the stalk. And now way down at the bottom of the stalk, it might not have, but up around the back of the leaf and all, it should have. If it doesn't, it could be south thistle. So you got to make sure that it does have prickles. Some of them have bigger prickles than others. This that we have that's called Woodland wild lettuce has a blue flower, and it just has little hairs. They're not really prickles. They're just little hairs. But they don't sting or anything. They're not like stickers that hurt you unless if it's the prickly, they could be big enough as they get older. As they get older, they have more prickles. I like the stinging nettle. Lee went out to get me some more stinging nettle, and I'll go get it myself, but I wear gloves. He went out with no gloves to go get me some stinging nettle, and it ate him up. But it was big. It was already getting big, and it had big old hairs, stickers, and he was fussing. Oh, it tore me up. It tore me up. I'm like, look at it. It's big, and the things are huge, and you didn't wear gloves. Are you crazy? Oh, me. Whoops. I was trying to read one and it popped. I have to make a list sometimes and set a timer to free my mind from that other project and my mind wants to pull me toward. Yeah. I guess that's how I don't know. He'll work on something for a little bit and he gets tired of it quick and wants to go work on something else. And then get tired of that and go work on something else and do that like 10 times around. And then it's like, okay, you've got to finish this one. And maybe he'll start on it again and maybe finish it, maybe not. CBD works wonders when I remember to use it. Yeah, yeah. Yes, I did see you. I said hi to you earlier, Miss Emma, and I know I read that you were on the road, and we're gonna listen in on the road. I appreciate you being here, and I told you I missed your last live. Sometimes these lunch lives are hard to catch because you're busy or eating or whatever, and but I wanted to do it mostly, and I haven't talked about that enough today, but mostly I wanted to talk about healthy eating, and we've talked about everything else. but but I didn't catch your last one, Miss Emma, and I try to, but if I don't, I try to go back later and watch it, and I haven't yet. So I apologize for that, but I'll get there. It's hard to catch everybody. I try to catch up on all the people that support me and watch me, or, my buddies. I try to catch up later if I don't get to see it. And this time of year, it's hard, right? So we're so busy. I dehydrate chocolate mint and stevia leaves for tea. Oh, yes. It's fantastic. That sounds awesome. Now, I did some stevia leaves. I had some dehydrated stevia, but I used it all, and it was really good. It's better than the stevia you buy at the store. I really liked. I need to buy another one and grow it again, and I haven't went and gotten one. I haven't seen it anywhere except for the last one I bought. I got from Mark and Jamie at Red Duchess Farm, and I dried all of the leaves, and I had a little jar full of it, and I used it. I was using it in my green smoothies, and it was good. I haven't had chocolate mint. I've never had that. I've smelled it and seen it and smelled it, but I haven't had it. Poorly. Yeah. I have chocolate mint, but I don't have stevia. Well, it is good, and it is better. When I first got the plant, I was thinking, well, I don't really like that stuff. But I dehydrated and thought, oh, well, it'll come in handy to have on hand just in case. And then I tried a little bit of it in a green smoothie, and it was really good. Way better than the store-bought powdered stevia. Anyway, hey, Julie Cook. My little wiry man jumps project to project and finishes little too. Yep. Home now. My kiddo got out of school early, so we were driving home. Lovely maiden. Hello. Starting many projects and not finish. Guilty. Now, see, I'm kind of, maybe I do that a little, but not much. I'm more of a, I have to finish this before I do anything else. I'm gonna finish this. I might start a few maybe, but usually not. Usually mine is, oh no, this has to be finished. So we're opposite. We are opposite on so many things. I bring in my plants of stevia in for the winter. Then they will split baby. Split babies. And I didn't know that. I haven't had a lot of luck with the seeds. Well, this was a plant start that I got from over there from them. And I didn't even think about, I didn't bring it in for the winter and it died out, but I did keep cutting it. I kept cutting it, trying to get as much of it as I could and dehydrating it, but I didn't bring it in and didn't know that. I call those unfinished projects UFOs. Well, we got a lot of UFOs around here. I was going to ask if it was easy to start from seed. I don't know that. Catching up on a lot of missed videos and catching up on my honey-do list. Yeah. Yeah. Got to hold water, lime for Buddy. Buddy's working on a project too, it sounds like. Buddy's always working on a project, and he gets his finished. That is one heck of a man right there. He works hard and finishes. I hope Lee's not listening. But it's the truth. Buddy gets out there and does jobs and gets them finished. And man, the work he has done on that place is so amazing. I'm so envious. If I work on something and know I have to go dig for a tool, it stops me for a while. Don't want to dig through my garage. I have to really make myself finish my projects that I start before starting a new one. I think it just feels good to get a start on a long list. That's kind of how I am. I will have a list, and I might start a couple of them depending on, but I'll get them finished before I start all of them. Not late. No, I don't care how big of a list you give him. He's going to start every one of them and not finish them. Oh, water hose. Unfinished obstacles. Unfinished obstacles. I grabbed stevia, mint, and green tea bags. Put in a mason jar for sun tea. I haven't done any sun tea this year. I usually do. And I haven't even, I may do that with some of that. I may try that. I'm glad you said that. I need to get one started today. I don't know. It's not that sunshiny today, but I can try it. Okay. Let's see. What else? Also, I was going to make jewelweed soap. I had let some jewelweed soak. It's been soaking for a year. This ought to be some good soap. It's been soaking for a year in the oil. And I thought I had everything and was going to try to make soap this morning. I was going to start on soap this morning. And I got in there getting my stuff out. And I did not have any lye. And I looked and looked and looked. And then all of a sudden it hit me. And I remembered using the last of the lye. About a year ago, last year sometime, I used the last of the lye. And I thought, well, I've got to order some more. And I never did order it. So I got on the phone and I called out here several places to see if they had any. Nobody had any. So I went ahead and ordered online, but it won't be here till next Thursday. And I thought, well, if I go to Paducah, I might can run around Paducah and find some somewhere. I would check Tractor Supply and Lowe's and those places and see, but I don't think Walmart has it. If anybody knows, you can tell me. I don't know if Walmart has it. I'm thinking Lowe's or maybe Tractor Supply. But anyway, I went ahead and ordered a jar of it online because I can get it in a week. But the thing is, it has to sit up. Your soap has to sit up for 30 days. And I'm completely out of that soap, and it's killing me. So I went ahead and made some salve. I went ahead and used some of the oil, and I had some plantain. I had some plantain oil and that oil, and what else did I put in there? I had a couple of different oils going, so I went ahead and mixed a couple of those together so that I wouldn't use all my jewelweed oil up before I can make soap. I mixed several others with it and made some salve. Let's see. Whoops. I was hoping to get out and pick strawberries, but it's stormy. Oh, we'll have to wait till tomorrow. I'm wondering if we're going to get some of that. Well, it usually kind of goes up a little above us. My list will reach your house from here. My wife keeps adding things. When making sun tea, I crush the leaves in hand. I get my lye from Essential Depot. Pretty good stuff. We don't have Essential Depot. I don't know what that is. Is that kind of like Home Depot? Our Tiny Acres. Hello, Our Tiny Acres. That is Connie, I think. If not, I'm sorry. I'm trying to think. I can like visualize your other name, but changed it to Our Tiny Acres. I had no idea it was so easy to make lye soap until I watched your video. It absolutely is, and people are scared of it, thinking it's going to burn their skin off, and I'm telling you, it ain't like that. Now, if you get it on your clothes and you don't get it washed right away, it will eat your clothes. It will put holes in your clothes. I've had a couple of towels and a couple of shirts that I didn't get it off of right away, didn't even realize I splashed it on me, or I probably leaned up against something and then wiped up with a towel thinking I had it washed already and then dried. You know, it will eat in some clothes if you don't, or towels or whatever, if you don't really be careful and wash it up and throw those clothes. If you're making lye soap, You use any towels or clothes, get them in the washer and get them washed out good right away. But it's not going to burn your skin immediately at all. And that's what I always thought. I always thought, oh, if you spill a drop on you, it's just going to burn your skin. And it's not like that at all. Not at all. Essential Depot is in Florida. I order online. I believe they sell on Amazon. I ordered mine on Amazon. Do you do cold? I do hot. Chris Clever Craft. Hello. Okay. Did anybody else have anything healthy for lunch? I need healthy ideas for lunch. I've done pretty good today with my baked chicken and my cauliflower salad. But I'm always looking for good, healthy eating ideas. I'm doing low carb is what I'm doing. So somewhat new to the channel. Chris's Clever Craft. Okay. I will have to check that out. Too funny. Curtis Stone, the chef, calls it spanking the leaves. I missed that comment. All right, what else we got going on? Anybody? I'm having soup from the garden. Oh, that sounds good. I love soup, but I'm not real big on soup in the summertime, but I will. But I do sometimes, and I will. But I love soup all through the winter. I usually can a bunch of soup in the summertime so that I can have it in the winter ready to go. A lot of soup. I can a lot of soup. Jalapeno tuna and crackers. Jalapeno tuna. I have not seen that. And crackers for lunch. That's awesome. I think I might have already told this on my last one, but anyway, I'll tell it again if I didn't. I was at my mom's last Thursday and hadn't ate and was needing to eat. I had been up working late the night before, and anyway, that was a disastrous. I was so tired and felt so bad, and I hadn't ate at all. And I got off of there and was looking for something to eat in there, and I couldn't find anything much that sounded good or that was healthy. And I had seen that this lady that cooks on Facebook, Brenda Gant, and she had done like tuna salad, only she done it with salmon. And my mom had a can of salmon. So I made us some tuna fish, but with salmon, and it was so good. And that's what we had for lunch last week over there. No clue what lunch is today. Maybe GF ham and organic cheese roll-up with boar's head mustard. Wow. But I also could eat just watermelon and wait for dinner. I had some peas from my garden last night with supper. Oh, wait, I missed another one. Cauliflower crust pizza, yeah. I like to use pesto for my sauce. I love pesto. And artichoke hearts, mushrooms, and black olives. That sounds good, Julie. Had club. I had the Club Lulu sub from Jimmy John's for lunch. It's what the kiddos wanted after school. Okay. We had Jimmy John's a couple times at work that we ordered, and they have what is it called? Oh, unsub, unwrap, unsomething, unsub maybe, or unsomething. And it's just lettuce wrapped around the stuff. It don't have no bun. And there's one called a beach something, beach club. I had a unsub beach club. Oh my gosh, that was good. It had avocado. It had avocado dip, like the dip. You know what I'm talking about. I just can't think clearly. Anyway, that was so good. I went around the yard eating herbs and greens, and I cooked eggs in coconut oil. Went around the yard eating herbs and greens. That sounds good. I like salmon patties. Yeah, my mom loves salmon patties. Glitched user. Miss saying hi. Okay, talking to somebody else. Beach Club is so good. Yes, I had it without the bread, so it was just wrapped with the lettuce. Oh my gosh, that was good. And we need a video on that pizza. Trying to get myself to eat my soup without crackers. Yes, that's hard. But I've done it. I got myself to not do that because I'm on the low carb, and I have ate my soup without crackers enough that I made myself do it enough that I'm comfortable with it now. But for the longest time, I thought I had to have crackers with my soup. But I'm comfortable not having it now. I'm a work in progress trying to eat healthy. If I grab a tomato and put salt on it, that's a win. If I eat a bagged salad from the store, that's a win. Yeah, I've been trying to eat a lot of salads. I've talked about salads on here a lot. And a couple of weeks ago, I showed some salads that I had taken. I had taken some pictures like off the internet and stuck them in a folder so that I could go back and flip through them and get ideas for salads. And that has really been great because I can go flip through those pictures in that folder. And I was going to, and I haven't done it yet. If he's still on here, Dave at Southern Ohio Prepping told me to make those pictures my background on my computer so they would keep popping up. And I haven't done that yet, but that was a great idea. I just haven't done it yet. But I have went and flipped through that folder several times getting ideas. Club Lulu has bacon on it. Ooh, and no cheese. Yeah, but that's good. I love fruit salad with some honey. How do you make a good and healthy salmon patty? I don't know about that because that's got to have crackers in it. But like I said, we done instead of tuna salad, we done salmon salad, just like you would do tuna salad, only we used a can of salmon, and that was so good. Start with wild caught salmon, yes. Making me hungry again. I like stir-fried garden veggie and Napa cabbage roll. That sounds good. True, but when you're working, don't you find you need some protein to hold you over? Putting the pictures in a folder. Yes, on my desktop here, like on my computer, and I have this one at home and then one at work too. And so I took all these pictures of different kinds of salads and stuck them in a folder on my desktop. So I can open that folder and then you click the top one and hit your space bar and you can just flip down through them and they'll just pop up down through there. And I just flip through them and get ideas for a salad because there's all different kinds of crazy salads, not just lettuce and tomato and cucumber. You know, there's so many things you can put in a salad. Putting the picture, let's see. Beans. Oh, I have no clue what people consider healthy. That's why I enjoy this live. I like to get ideas. That's one reason for this live, because I like to have ideas of what I can eat healthy. And, you know, we know what's healthy, okay? We all kind of know what's healthy to eat and what's not, and, you know. But when you get ideas, then you don't know what you're going to have for supper. And then people start talking and you're like, ooh, yeah, that's good. That's a good healthy supper. I'm going to do that, you know. So, and I think just the interaction and just keeps you accountable, maybe, you know. Let's see. Yes, I eat a turkey sandwich almost every day. I have no problem with the protein. Meat is the majority of what I eat. I've been listening, but got to run. 200 bags left to fill. Lippy is still filling tea bags. I guess she's talking about tea bags. She could be talking about spice blend bags. Anyway, Miss Lippy has her Etsy store with wonderful spice blends. Miss Lippy's um, Cajun blends. I can't even think this minute. And she's doing tea too. My coworker gave me some plants yesterday. Got Chinese string eggplant, Alicia peppers, and I don't know what that is. Can't wait to grow and try them. Huh. Agastache? I can't even say that. That sounds interesting. Tea. She's doing her tea blends. Okay. It can't really be so simple. The problem is breaking the patterns. Yeah. It can really be so simple. Problem is breaking the patterns. Yeah. Well, and my biggest problem, I was talking about this earlier. My biggest problem, if I'm at home, I can do pretty good because I don't keep crap here and I eat something healthy usually. But it's when I go to work and they bring in donuts, or I go to my mom's and she wants popcorn or ice cream. And I'm not, you don't deny an 83-year-old woman with dementia her popcorn and ice cream. So, oh me. When y'all come over Saturday, you'll have a goodie bag. Oh, I get a goodie bag, y'all. I have a couple things to bring over there too. So I have something for Buddy. I'll find something for Lippy. We're going over, it's Memorial Weekend. Of course, everybody knows that. It's Memorial Weekend. So we're going to go grill out with Buddy and Lippy Saturday. And we're going to do some more planning on the picnic. The picnic, we've kind of stalled, been busy and stalled, but we got to get some planning on the picnic done. And the picnic, in case you don't know, is Heartland Homesteaders Picnic in Grand Rivers, Kentucky, September 11th. And we have a Facebook page with more information. So if you go to Heartland Homesteaders Facebook page, you can learn about the picnic we have in September. And maybe you can come. And there's more information over on that Facebook page. And plus, we'll be starting to talk more about it as we make more plans and get closer to it. We'll be talking more about it. Let's see. Everybody wants to come to Lippy's house now. Everybody, yep. I have been breaking my habit of fast food. I actually owe that to the fast food places the most. Probably. They've gotten so expensive. Yeah. Yeah. Everything has gotten expensive. Oh, y'all, don't. Oh, that's a whole nother topic. And I've got 6 minutes. I make a low carb snack from seasoned chicken skins cut in pieces. That sounds so good. I roast it in the oven till crispy. Oh, that sounds so good, Rhonda. Oh, yep, might have to try that. I am so looking forward to the picnic. Excuse me. Many meals I could eat for the price of one meal. Yeah. Yeah. Wish I lived on that side of the USA. Yep, I know. Miss Emma is coming to the picnic. I think a lot of y'all are coming. Big Dreams, Miss Anne Marie, and Miss Emma Sonny's Place. They're all coming to the picnic. Of course, me and Lippy. And who else on here? I can't scroll up right now for some reason. Let's see. Who else on here is coming to the picnic? Trying to look and see who we've got on here. Anyway, we've got tons of people, y'all. I don't even want to start naming names, but we've got a lot of people that have said they were coming. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be great. We don't do a big ordeal. It's more about coming and just getting together and talking. It's more about just like meet and greet, like not even meet and greet. It's more like just an old-fashioned picnic get-together, talking. We don't have speakers. A couple of times we had a little bit of music, but not a lot. This is the third one. We always do the flag and the national anthem to start us off, and we will have prayer before the meal, and then we have door prizes. And I think this year we're going to have some raffles. The first year we had some raffles and door prizes. Last year we just had door prizes. This year I think we're going to do a few raffles. And we've got, I know of a couple of really good door prizes coming, and hopefully lots more. And if anybody would like to, we're doing seed swap also. Bub at Getting Started on Homesteading is in charge of the seed swap. So if you want to bring seeds to swap, or if you aren't coming and want to send some seeds with your name on there, you can get those to Bub at Getting Started on Homesteading. And if anybody has a nice door prize they'd like to donate, we would greatly appreciate that. It's a big family reunion. There you go. A big family reunion, laughing, fellowship, and blessed to be together. I don't need to bring $500 to buy all the shirts. Nope. And you can set up a booth for free. Anybody that does sell stuff, you can set up a booth for free. Just bring you a table and a chair and set up and sell whatever you want. But we do have lots of door prizes, so yeah, you don't have to bring any money, and if you want, but we are charging this year. We've before done potluck, but this year we are going to try a fish fry. And so it will be a fish fry or chicken strips with all the fixings for $5 a plate. That's very, very cheap. $5 a plate, or you can bring your own picnic basket. And so I'm still trying to convince my Flint to take his vacation then so we can come. He's been trying to encourage me to start us a channel. That'd be awesome. You need to do that, Shelley. I was watching that thinking this looks like a big hole in my pocket had I gone. Huh. I must have missed something back up there. I must have missed something. And if y'all would like to send penny things for kid grab bags, that would be appreciated. Okay, yes, we hadn't talked a whole lot about that, so I hadn't mentioned that yet, but Lippy's wanting to do kids grab bags. So it would have just a lot of different items in a bag for them, and can't remember the details exactly on that, but we're going to put a bunch of just different little things in the bags. So if you have any little items that kids would like in a grab bag, that would be great. I may try and bring some swag and a door prize. That'd be awesome. Just please don't bring any margaritas. I want to come to all these, but it's rough. I have a broken car, too much work, and live in Colorado. Yes, it is. It's hard to get to, I think the first year we really got in the homestead community, we went to several, and it was hard, not only money-wise, but also leaving home. Getting away from home for a few days is hard sometimes too. So I understand. My daughter and I made them for a soup. I didn't make it for the soup. I was talking about the last meetup with all the t-shirt sales and big dreams, talking about needing $500 for all of them. Yeah, I'm sure. Well, we haven't had really. I know that was a big meetup. I hear that was a big meetup and it was awesome. We haven't had a whole lot of people set up booths. So even if you bought stuff from people there, it wouldn't be much because we haven't had a whole lot of booths, and especially not big, the expensive stuff, Great idea about the grab bag. So it's 1 o'clock. I'm going to have to go. but they are so yum. Margaritas are so yummy. What's wrong with margaritas? I think it's not, yeah, I think it's not what's wrong with the margarita. I think it's how many margaritas you drink or how big the margarita is, right? Right? Yeah. No, I'm still hungover and I only drank half of one, but that one was that big. I think I'm, oh me. Sounds about like what I would do. Let's see, margarita snow cones. Oh me. This is funny. Okay, well, listen, time for me to get off here, but I'm so glad everybody hung out with me. It's awesome. I love this. And so I like to talk about low carb eating, healthy eating, low carb diet, and all that. But I enjoy talking about all this other stuff too. So thank you for coming and talking with me. Get off here as well. Milo wants to go swing and needs my attention. All right. Anne-Marie, you stay out of trouble. Now you got everybody wanting a margarita. Oh, me. All right. I'm going to go. Yep. Come on, 4 o'clock. Okay, back to work. Come on, 4 o'clock. Yeah, 4 o'clock, I got to go sit with my mama. So I've got a lot to do before then. So I'm going to get busy myself and talk to y'all. We'll be on Friday night. Me and Lee both. We have a lot of fun, and then we talk about foraging. So y'all be sure and come for that. And then next week I'll be back on here. So thanks for stopping in, everybody. Talk to y'all later. I'm going to end this right there.